how last week my neighbor was getting a new roof put on and all the hammering? Well, this week, new gutters. So that means hammering, sawing, drilling, and music loud enough to be heard over all of that. I love my neighborhood. Hello friends, I hope you're all doing well. I have a confession to make. When part 2 of Harry Potter came out this year, I didn't go to see it in theaters. I know, you're ready to string me up, but let me explain. You see, I'm not a crier. I don't like to cry, especially not in public. So when I went to the theater and saw part 1 and immediately started crying in the first scene where Hermione is taking herself out of all the photographs and making her parents forget that she even existed, I knew Harry Potter Part 2 was going to be an issue for me. So I just waited. I waited till it came out on video, I rented it, and watched it at my house and cried in the privacy of my own home. And I did cry a lot. So, this weekend, apparently HBO had part 1 and 2 back to back, and my parents saw it. So, my parents have seen all of the Harry Potter movies. Neither one of them have read the books, as much as I've tried to get them to. So, imagine my shock and surprise when my mom tells me she didn't cry in either of the movies. Now, for me, being the non-crier, my mom cries at everything. And I mean everything. Like, happy, sad, doesn't matter. Whatever the event, she will cry at it. So, at first I was a little worried, thinking maybe HBO played a trick on them and it wasn't really Harry Potter. But the more we got to talking about it, the more it was the Harry Potter Part 1 and 2. There were just certain scenes that she didn't get. Like the whole scene with Hermione taking herself out of the photographs. My mom didn't understand what that meant. And she even said that she felt like something was missing watching the movie, and when Harry realizes he has to sacrifice himself, she said something was missing from that for her. And I think a lot of it was probably the thought process that you read about in the books. And I mean, the actors who played Harry, Hermione, and Ron, I mean, those roles were made for those actors. I can't imagine anybody else playing them besides those three. And they did an awesome job at showing the emotions and things that the characters were feeling. But watching a movie, and we all know this, books are better than movies, and this is one of those times because you can read about the thought process. You know what that character is really thinking. And I never realized how invested I myself was in the characters as well because I've read the books. I mean, I've always been a fan. I've read the books and I've watched the movies. I am in nowhere near your fandom, Miss Amanda. I mean, you take the cake with that. But yeah, I've always enjoyed Harry Potter and the whole franchise. So I never realized till I was talking to my mom about it how invested I was in all of those characters. So with that, I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.